Good morning, precious. Good morning. How you doing, baby? Happy Thursday. And today on Coffee and Conversation with your girl, Shakenya. When you get a minute, go to the YouTube channel, Shakenya. And hit subscribe. Look at some of the videos. And if you see any of them that you like, just hit share. I greatly appreciate it. I'm telling you from the bottom of my heart, if you did all of those steps for me, I ain't gonna forget about you. Yeah, when I get up there and make my speeches and accept my awards, I'm gonna give you a shout out. I like to give a shout out to you because you took the time to go to my YouTube channel, look at some of the videos before you actually made a conscious choice to hit subscribe. Yes, you. I'm celebrating you. Okay. So y'all, today we in the manipulation tips and techniques. But you know what? Today, I don't think I threw this one out at you in your freshman year. You know what I'm saying? There wasn't no need to really. But it is now, because things has happened. It's like 3 or 4 years now. So a lot has happened since then. So now we can put a label on it and we can designate it as one of the manipulation tips or techniques. I don't know which one I want to use yet. I still haven't felt. I don't like using that term at all. You know what I'm saying? Like, just manipulation, just the thought of what that means. You know what I mean? So it's like, damn, to know that I'm using it in reference to something that somebody will purposely use a child to do. It's crazy. That's why it's up there with abuse, because it's a lot of predatory elements to a parent using a child against another parent. You know what I mean? It's a lot of predatory elements to it. I know. That's why it's right up there with the abuse. Y'all need another book, man. Yeah, this one has ran its course, guys. This is the 3rd book for Coffee and Conversation. Yep. So when I tell you, like, every day, we're doing this. I'm labeling the days. This is what we talk about. Like, I'm actually going to write a book, a Coffee and Conversation book. And it's going to go over all the things that we talk about on a daily with Coffee and Conversation. So I'm going to bring you back today. That's today's date. Let's bring you back up to speed. Ooh, look at my thing. So we're talking about manipulation techniques today. I told you we're going to talk about demonizing a parent. Yeah, demonizing a parent. And it is just what it sounds like. Demonizing somebody, making them look bad, making them seem like the worst of the worst, making them seem like the bottom of the barrel, making them seem as if, shit, this baby better off without this person because this is not a good person, right? It's easy to do that. It's so easy. It's just a lot of parents don't. Yeah, it's like a line that you just don't cross. You know what I'm saying? You got a lot of parents out here that go at each other and whatnot, go at each other's necks. But the parents that come to me, come to my program, they start off like that, but they end up something totally different when we leave there, you know. And it don't be that hard. I don't have to pull their arm for real. You know, once I get people to see things for what they are, and I state facts, and I get you to realize you're wrong, so I get you to put things in perspective on your own. Like, I don't tell people what to do. They come and pay me to help them get through whatever it is they're getting through, and all I do is assist. Yep, I don't tell them what to do. None of that. I might insinuate. How can I put it? I find a way to bring it out of you to where you saying it on your own. You're telling yourself what you have to do to heal by the time we finish with our sessions, right? So, demonizing a parent, just as simple as talking bad about them. You get on my damn nerves. You like just like your damn daddy. You look just like your damn mama. And that can be good or bad. But it's the context that you use it in, and it's the tone that you use when you're saying it, is what determines which way a child is going to take it. So it's, damn, you remind me of your dad. That can be a good thing. It sounds like a good thing to me, the way you said it. But you can also say, damn, you remind me of your damn daddy. Like, that's not so good then. Maybe that dad might not be a good guy. Or, damn, you look like your mama. Oh, shit, my mama must be pretty. My mama gorgeous. Or, damn, you look just like your damn mama. Oh, shoot. My mama might be a bugaboo. I don't know. So now I'm going to take that bad, right? So it's not that hard to demonize a parent. Yeah. Talk about how dumb they are. Because remember, by now, you're having inappropriate conversations with your baby mama or your baby daddy. The child, that is. That child is having an inappropriate conversation with your baby mama or your baby daddy. Meaning they talking about you. Yeah, I can't stand her. I can't stand her either. I don't like her. Here go your kid. I don't like her either. He get on my nerves. He a deadbeat. You right, Ma. That he don't do nothing. This them talking about fixing Jesus. You don't do nothing right. Everything you do is wrong and messed up, yo. In my case, how can they demonize me though? I know, help me, Lord. Y'all and the Lord help me. How do you demonize a good person? How do you demonize a good parent? It's easy. Yeah. If you ain't abused or neglected that baby, you a good parent. If you're doing the best that you can, you're a good parent. Your best should be good enough for that child. Yeah. And if it wasn't for the interference of that other parent, it would have been, right? My baby was happy at my house. Don't you know when I go on live, y'all hear them kids in the background, all you hear is laughter. When you hear us at work working, all you hear is laughter. Sometimes we forget the live is on, so we ain't just doing it for the cameras. We laugh when we off the camera. There's some stuff I wish I could get on camera. Because that's all about enjoying each other, you know. So no matter what you're doing, I've taught my children to make the best out of a situation. If you got to do it, you got to do it, no matter what it is, you know. You got to stomach through it. You got to get through it. You got to continue. You got to trust the process. Like, this is what I beat into them, and hopefully I've demonstrated with being with doing what I do. Never giving up. Continuing to stay on the path. No matter how many distractions I've had, how many times I've jumped off the track because something has happened and went down and I had to tend to first. Or I'm back on the path. I've never strayed away too far to where, everything is still being done. My plan is still in motion, right? So how can you demonize somebody like me? Let's say the youth program. All you got to do is say it's stupid to a child. Say it's a waste of time. Because these kids ain't going to do right. They're going to do what they want to do anyway, which is true in some cases. But I have a good success rate with attitude adjustment. That's why they had me on the news. I know. Not helping nobody. The program ain't helping nobody, but it is, though. I've had a few success stories, I'm telling you. Because not only was I on the news, but I'm also in the resource binder downtown at the youth court. I have police officers that give my information out. I have social workers that give my information out. I have CPS workers that give my information out. I know. So, yeah, it's helping people. The people that want to be helped. Yeah. And they might be saying stuff like her own kid's in trouble. She's spending all this time worried about other people's kids. She needs to focus on her own family. Just saying that has taken my youth program to an all-time low. Yeah. You're demonizing me for having it. Not the fact that I created something, because it was not nothing there when I needed it. So I created this program that has been featured on the news where I service millions. I ain't going to say millions, but close to a couple 100,000, I'm quite sure, over the years of me. Because you got to think about it. I started this youth program with the Dose of Reality tour where we were servicing children downtown at the Wayne County Jail. And then we was on Comcast, with the Dose of Reality tour. And then that escalated to me using the Ryan Correctional Facility for the boys and using Huron Valley for the girls, to where now, since COVID, I'm just utilizing my office. But I'm still servicing. Over 20 years, I'm still servicing those children with behavior issues. Yeah, so by the time somebody heard it and synced it and put me on Fox 2 and Channel 4, and Amir Makeson called me in to do an interview. So, But just saying that to a child that was raised up in this program, that was a part of this program, that was a mentor in this program, like everything and all those certificates y'all see on my wall, every class that I've taken to receive those certifications, those certificates, I've went back and taught my children. Do you teach your children what you learned? Like the stuff that you didn't know growing up, do you teach them that? And then the stuff that you're learning now that you're an adult, do you teach them that? Yeah, I do. Yeah, so everything that I learned, all those certificates I got on the wall, if my children were to go and take a test or something, they might be able to get the same certificates. Why? Because I would go back and tell them, because they would ask, Mom, what you learned today? Now, baby, this is what I learned today. And then after I tell them what I learned today, we'll listen in the morning on the way to school to the conversations or the messages that the parents leave about their children, and then I ask them for their assistance. How would you handle that? If you went to a family meeting with this particular family, knowing what's going on with them, how would you handle that? And then they would think back to the teachings that we've discussed for them certificates that I got all on my wall, and then we'll try to put it together with the scenario of the parent. That way when we go into the family meetings, because the girls were mentors, so they was in the family meetings, they'll know how to handle the case and how to help this family, right? So that was a part of it. But just by saying these things, you've demonized me and my program. It's stupid. I know. Fix it, Jesus. The cleaning company. You can demonize that. You're just a janitor. Cleaning toilets. That's beneath me. Cleaning nobody's damn toilets. She got a degree. Why don't she do something better? Why don't she do something more? Fix it, Jesus. Fix it. But the flip side for me is, this is like an inheritance. This is something that I'm about to leave my kids. This is my start for generational wealth. It's not hard work. I do it on my own time. So I'm able to do the youth program. I'm able to do a 9 to 5. I'm able to do whatever I want to do during the day. And I clean my buildings at night, making money. Yep. But this is generational wealth. This is something I grew my children in. Yep. So they'll have something just to fall back on. It was an opportunity created because I was raising young black men. So I had to create an opportunity for them. Because we know how it is out there for our young black men growing up with no daddies. We know the statistics and what that, so I didn't want that. I wanted to create better. So yeah, having a cleaning company, having something that they can run, something happened to me, leaving something for them, family business. I got major contracts. I'm turning keys and punching in codes. Fix it, Jesus. Yeah, so it started off with a couple of rinky-dink buildings, but now y'all see me every night going into these major buildings. I got a franchise I bought into. So this ain't just no regular janitor. I have a cleaning company that I own where I employ people. People that work with me get paid. Not a lot of money, but it has the potential to be a lot of money. If my parenting wasn't interrupted, it would be a lot of money. But you can demonize it just off of saying that. Yeah, let's see. I take pics in my bikini and post them. Oh yeah, you go through my pics. Yeah, I got a couple of them when I go out of town. For my radio show, I usually promote it, and when I'm there, I usually have my photo shoots when I'm out of town. And yeah, I got a couple bikini pictures. But you can demonize me in that way, yeah. No, just by saying no self-respecting mother. Just imagine if somebody said that to my baby about me. No self-respecting mother will post naked pics. She damn near naked. Now mind you, 2-piece bikini, that ain't nothing no different than you going to the beach, walking up and down, swimming with your kids. Just so happened I took a pic of it and posted it. Why? Because in my house I teach you to be confident. I teach you to love your body. I teach you to love yourself. I believe in health and wellness. I exercise. Been exercising all my life. I ran track when I was in high school, and I danced when I was in middle school and high school. And y'all see me at the gym. Shout out to my grandma Eva, rest her soul, and my auntie Linda, because they stayed up in that fitness place, okay? And they always took me with them. And so just as a child growing up, it's been in me. So my kids worked out. That's why I had such a hard time with him, nobody not cooking over there for her eating all that processed food, because I cook every night for my children. I want to make sure I know what's going into their bodies, and I've been like that ever since they were little. So they didn't really have a lot of processed foods, maybe on the weekend. But other than that, cooking, that's why my son's a chef. That's why all my boys know how to cook. So it's like, fix it, Jesus. But you can demonize me just for saying that. But on the other side of all of that, I'm proud of my body. 3 children, 50 years old. Come on now. Quit playing. Quit. Quit playing with me at 50. But you can demonize me by just saying that to a child. I know. What about the painting and stuff and the tools? Y'all see me painting that building over there on Grand River in Greenfield. Yeah, this is how I dress. This is how I dress when I'm painting. This is how I look. But let's see how they can demonize that. Ain't no real woman should be doing that type of work. Hey Terry, how you doing? Should no real woman be messing with tools, and that's for men to do. What if somebody's saying that to my baby? So now you questioning my womanhood and my femininity. now you demonizing me in the eyes of this child, right? As to where on my side, I'm teaching my girls how to be independent. Just like I teach my boys how to do hair and cook, my girls know how to cut stuff, cut grass, change a tire, whatever. They know just what I know, right? So when it comes to fixing stuff, that's me teaching my daughters how to be independent, so they won't have to sit around and wait on no man. Now, I do teach them how to be a woman. I teach them how to stay in their place, quote unquote, and be a woman. But at the same time, it's certain things that a woman needs to know. If she out there on her own, she away at school, anything can happen. Certain things she just needs to know. And I know that those people aren't capable of teaching her. Why? Because they probably demonize the fact that I do use tools and paint and do men's work, right? So yeah, they probably demonize me in that way by saying that, right? So it's not that hard to demonize you in the eyes of your child. I know. So now you wondering why your child looking down at you. Now you wondering why your child think they better than you. Now you wonder why your child feel like they on your level. I know, because this is a manipulation technique that's being used. And these are the conversations that they're probably having with your child every time you drop them off on the weekend. So now we're dealing with 5 manipulation techniques that's probably done every time you drop your child off on Fridays. Now the book, I'm quite sure they demonized the book. And it's okay, because I didn't say a lot of good things about them in the book. Because as you see, it's written this way. This is me talking about my childhood and growing up. But then you see it changes. You see the date. So this is what was going on in that date. And I'm going to let you read for yourself. Yeah, you see that part? So it wasn't all bad in the marriage. Yeah, it wasn't all bad. Now, it wasn't all good either. Now, all days wasn't like February 23rd, 2007 when we skipped and left home on lunch break. Yeah, all days wasn't like that, right? But all days wasn't so bad to where we shouldn't be where we are right now. To where I'm taking out my baby's life. Like, it should still be a friendship there, just because we had some days like February 23rd, 2007, right? So it's not that hard to demonize a parent. Yep. Oh, the book. I am an author. So yeah, they probably demonized the book because I didn't say a lot of good things about them. Why? Because as you see, that was dated on that day, but it's a couple of dates in there where I didn't have no good stories to tell, and I wrote it in the book. So get your copy, lulupublishing.com, and it's on Amazon. Got it? Yep. Dysfunctional Family 9. Get your copy. But on the flip side of that, I'm an author. I don't know if she know any other authors, but her mom's an author. So you would think that that child would be proud of her mother writing a book, right? But you could demonize that. You could say that I wrote about all the personal business in the family or something like that. But no, I didn't. I actually just wrote about me, my struggles. I did have to use some family members, but the people whose story I used in my book, I did ask permission before I wrote it. So, and I let everybody read the book that was involved before I even published it, because it was just writing it for me. Writing was therapy for me. But to have it published and actually have people purchasing it and reading it and finding it interesting, yeah, it has prompted me to write a book too. And it will be released soon. So that's it for Coffee and Conversation with your girl, Shakenya. Have a wonderful day. Bye, Terry.